All right, we are live. Let's see who else is awake out there tonight. Got to get some theme music going. Some intro music for you guys one of these weeks. Maybe I can work on that for next week or one of these weeks coming up. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Today is Monday, March 1st, 2021. So that means Happy Michael Myers March, everybody. That's right, we're taking over the whole month this time. Happy Michael Myers Monday. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the live broadcast. What's up? Yes, we've already got some early comments. I see XX Wolfie Life is here. I'm just going to call you Wolfie if that's all right. And yes, to answer your question, yes, I love H3. We're already getting asked about that. And again, if you're new here, Wolfie or anybody else, if you're new here, I'm Matt Arts with Halloween Daily News, and this is our weekly live broadcast, our interactive chat where we talk about the week in Myers-related news, everything about the Halloween movie franchise, and all related news items, and we just geek out and fan out on Michael Myers and everything related to this franchise. I see there's Alan, Alan Postscript up in the house. How's it going, man? Good to see you. And Phil is here. Thank you for being here. Some of our returning viewers. Thank you guys for being here. There's Dave. What's up, David Suber? Thank you for being here. Some familiar faces out there. Wolfie loves the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. Nope, not pre-recorded. This is live. This is very live, and like I always say in the beginning, there might be technical difficulties. If so, I'll try to continue this stream, and if not, I'll start another one and put the link to that in the description of this stream. But we're gonna get going. Normally, I like to start by welcoming everybody. There's another newcomer, Summit. What's up? Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Like I say, you guys don't have to drink every time I say Michael Myers Monday. I just tend to because it makes it all a little more fun that way. Uh, like I said, I'm Matt with Halloween Daily News. This is Michael Myers Monday. Tonight, we're going to talk more about my new interview with Jude Courtney. And specifically, I've got another new clip, never before seen, that we're going to world premiere right here in just a few minutes for you guys. And Wolfie wants to see my Halloween collection. Yeah, at some point I can, but not today. It's too much. It's too much to bust out right this minute. There's Byron. What's up, Byron? Good to see you tonight, man. Thank you for being here. Another regular viewer. There's Justin. I hope I say this right. Calderola. Happy Boogeyman Monday. Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. Thank you for being here. Byron asking already if I've seen Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Yes. Loved it. Okay. While some people are still filtering in here, normally I like to start each week with a little bit of a show and tell. And we've been going over in recent weeks on some of our restocks, some of our items that we were out of. Now we got back in stock. We got a winter shipment in from Trick or Treat Studios specifically. A lot of cool franchise items. So I'm going to show you some of our masks in just a minute. But first, I figured, and I know Wolfie's not going to like this. He's already said that they don't like Halloween 3. But with it being March 1st, I figured, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Let's give Silver Shamrock a little bit of love to kick off the show. And again, I'm just going to run through some of these items that are available right now in stock as I speak right now at our online shop. It's HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop. I'm going to show you a few of these things, and then we'll get into the week's news, including my interview with James. But, like I said, it's March 1, Michael Myers March. I figured some love for the Irish. Why not some Silver Shamrock? So right now in stock, I don't know if you guys have gotten any of the Trick or Treat Studios Fear Fresheners. They are, of course, air fresheners. But right there, we've got the trio, the big three, Silver Shamrock, all three of the masks represented. These are all officially licensed. They retail for $4 each plus shipping. And like I said, we've got all three of the masks, but that's not all. If you're a Silver Shamrock fan, which I know not everybody is, but for those of us that do love it, we've got all three of those. Plus, we just got back in stock. We were out of these, but now they're back up on the site. We've got the TV pumpkin right there. That's what they call that, the TV pumpkin right there. And we've also got, last but not least, on the Silver Shamrock Fear Fresheners, the best one probably for this month is the Silver Shamrock logo, also known as the Power Chip. And each of those has a nice vanilla scent. And like I said, you can find each of those available right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop. They're all in stock right now. We were out of the logos and the pumpkins and the skulls. They always go fast. All of them go really fast. But it's been a while since we had the entire H3 collection of Fear Fresheners in. So whether you're getting them just to own all the Fear Fresheners or you're getting them to hang in your car, whatever your purpose, we've got them in stock right now. Alan wants to pick one of those up from, yeah, man, come on by. Alan lives in the area, so yeah, you can avoid shipping by picking yours up here. Wolfie's asking if I ever interviewed Nick Castle. Yes, as a matter of fact, I did in 2018, right after they wrapped filming Halloween 2018. Also, during the month of March, as you're celebrating Silver Shamrock, now I did show these last week, but I just on the Silver Shamrock Halloween 3 theme. This is our new vintage wall decor collection. This is just the front one. It actually comes with 4 different pieces, but I just want you to see this one. It's a little over a foot tall, and all 4 pieces are. This one is kind of a take on one of the poster images, and you can see it's got the 3 trick-or-treaters up top. We've got this decor set in. It's a pretty awesome deal. I talked about it last week, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I did talk about it last week. But again, with the Silver Shamrock theme, I just wanted to bring it up again. And there you can see that's all 4 of the designs that come with this set. And the set, unbelievably, it's only $10 plus shipping. And you get all 4 of those, and they are made with heavy-duty card back, made, as I've talked about, in the vintage style of the old Beistel wall decor decorations that you would get. And you can see it's that poster image, a take on it. All these are by the artist. His name is Marty McEwen. And then there's one of each of the trick-or-treaters wearing one of each of the masks. So, like I said, that is the Halloween 3 collection that we've got available right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop. And there we go. I'm back on here now. And then I was also going to show you, aside from the Halloween 3 merch, that's all of our Halloween 3 merch that we've got in stock right this minute. We are going to have a new set of that retro decor that's going to be arriving later on this year that we're looking forward to getting a hold of. Now, right now, I want to show you guys something else. Now, I've been showing this guy off. I told you a few weeks ago we got some more of the 78s in stock. And I realized, oh man, look at this. Mitchell Kindly back in the house with a $14.99 super chat. What? Thank you, Mitchell, man. Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much for the support, man. Totally appreciate that. And welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Welcome back. Mitchell's one of our original viewers. It was here the very first night, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, just for a second here. Michael's back. Yes, Mitchell. Yes, he is. Yeah, it has been a while. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Alan says the Fear Fresheners smell like silver shamrock shake. Yeah, shamrock shake. They should smell like that. They should. Totally. Um, okay, let me just show you these because, again, we've got the regular 78, and I just don't know. Sometimes people get confused when I talk about both these masks. But we do have both of these in, and we've only got a few. These are the two variations of Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 1978. Now, this one here is called the Boogeyman, and we've got a very few amount of those left in stock right this minute. I think 3 maybe in hand right now. And this one over here is, they call it, Trick or Treat calls it the Shape. It is the deluxe Halloween 1978 mask. And I just wanted to show the comparison so that you can see the differences, and they are quite different if you look. The white is slightly darker on the Boogeyman. The eye hole cuts are quite different. The hairline's different. The mouth is different on the Boogeyman. On the Boogeyman, excuse me. This one's the Boogeyman. There is no slit cut in the mouth, but all of the 78s, the mouth does have a slit. The hair is very similar, but it's a little more matted on the Boogeyman. So, and again, the big difference, aside from the sculpt itself, they're both sculpted by Justin Mabry, but the big difference, the Boogeyman is got the hole in the neck, because this one is supposed to be from the end of the film, from the end of the 1978 film, the finale, the climax of the film. So, that's my show and tell for this week. That's an update on some of the restocks. Like I said, we've still got the wall decor in. David Suber bought some of that wall decor just the other week, and he can tell you that it is badass if you love the vintage Halloween feel like I do. With both of those masks, I did this the last few weeks, and I'll say it again for this live audience. For the next 24 hours, officially till 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday night, if you're watching this and you order either of these Michael Myers 1978 masks, either the Boogeyman or the straight 78, I will throw in a surprise added treat into your box. I'm not going to spoil what it is right now. It's just a little something extra that you will appreciate, hopefully. If you're a Michael Myers fan, of course you will. But here's the thing. You've got to let me know that you watched this broadcast. Even if you're rewatching it sometime after it's live, either comment below, hey, I just placed an order for the Boogeyman. Here's my name, or send us an email through the website. You can always contact us at HalloweenDailyNews.com/contact. Or reach out to us somehow. Send us a message on IG, and just let me know that I watched your broadcast, I bought the mask, and I'll make sure it goes out. But you gotta let me know as soon as you order it, so that we can, because we're gonna ship it out like the next day. So I'll put that extra treat in there. All right. So before we get to the interview, let me go back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to scroll back just a little bit. Yep, this is live, not pre-recorded. This is definitely live. Dallas Cowboys fans, sup, dude? Welcome. Wolfie says, I'm honored to be answered. Not a problem, man. I try to get to all you guys. I mean, we don't have a humongous audience right now, which is great. As you guys know, Mitchell can say from the very beginning of these, this is all kind of a work in progress, and every week, hopefully I'm getting a little bit better at it. Hopefully, technology wise, we're getting a little bit better at it. Hopefully, it looks and sounds a little bit better each week. I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more content and a little more various content. Wolfie says he saw those in the store before. Yeah, you've probably seen those masks. They are from Trick or Treat Studios, officially licensed, and places like Party City and Spirit Halloween do carry them. Byron says they look cool. Wolfie says Halloween Kill's taking too long to get here. Yeah, it's taken a while, but it's I think it's going to be worth the wait. Everything I'm hearing. Mitchell, welcome back, man. Yeah, those 78 masks. I love those 78. We are going to have the Halloween Kills, and we do have the Bloody Edition still of Halloween 2018. A few of those. And we're going to have the regular Halloween 2018s and the Kills, and that new glow-in-the-dark set of Halloween 3 wall decor. All that's coming later this year in the next few months. Justin says the Boogeyman is trying to replicate the Kirk more. Wow. Yeah, I agree. The Boogeyman, that's what I've always said. The Boogeyman, I see much more of the Kirk in that. And the H1 is pure Nick Castle. You're absolutely right, Justin. I agree 100%. That's what I always say about those masks. I look at that one at the Boogeyman, and I clearly see William Shatner much more than when I look at this one. But yes, the straight 78 absolutely incorporates what they call the castle stretch. You guys know. Absolutely. David can attest that yes, the vintage decorations are killer. Yes, they are. Mitchell asking any news on the poster, on a Halloween Kills poster, I imagine. Mitchell with another $4.99. I don't have news on when the poster is going to be released right now. In just a few minutes, I'm going to talk about Andy Matichak. He's done a couple interviews here recently, and she hinted that there was some artwork that had been approved months ago, about a year ago. But again, that doesn't really mean anything. And so, no, the short answer is not any update. I'm still thinking probably April is where we're at with that. A teaser poster, which now it's only 4 weeks away, which means mid-April, which would be the 6-month mark before HK, is only 6 months away. 6 weeks away. Owen Scott says, I hope Trick or Treat Studios makes a Halloween Kills mask. Yes, they are. They've already made it, and I haven't seen it, but yes, and we are going to have a bunch of those in stock as soon as they are released. And as soon as we're allowed to start taking pre-orders, we will be taking pre-orders on our site for those Halloween Kills masks. And of course, as soon as I get one in hand, we'll be talking about it and here on Michael Myers Monday Live. Ken back in the house. Sup, Matt? How you doing, brother? How you doing, Ken? Thank you. Welcome back, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Byron's back. All right. So let's get to my new interview with James Jude Courtney. We talked quite a bit about it last week. I hope you had a chance to watch part 1 of the interview. The full part 1 was posted this past Wednesday, and it's right here on our channel right now. I've already put a link down in the description, so after I'm done here, if you haven't watched part 1, I encourage you to watch that over there. Now, last week, we learned that I can play videos here during the live, pre-recorded videos, in addition to what we're doing here live on camera. So we're going to use that technology yet again tonight. And I'm going to world premiere a brand new clip. Now, the first clip from part 2 of our interview actually premiered on this past Friday's episode of the Halloween show. The full part 2 will be uploaded and premiered here on our channel this Wednesday morning. It's almost as long as part 1, just a little under 40 minutes this time. And but I'm going to give you guys just a few minutes that has not been released yet, and that pertains particularly to this franchise. And hopefully everything works just like last week. If for some reason the video or the audio is not playing correctly, you know, just let me know, and I'll come back and do my best to correct it or describe what we can't watch. But we're gonna try this. It worked last week, so hopefully it'll work again. In this clip, I asked James when he found out about that there were going to be sequels to Halloween 2018 and what his reaction to that news was. And also, probably the question we all want to know is, I did ask him if he has any idea when they're going to begin filming Halloween Ends. So right now, I'm going to play that. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic, and I'm going to go off camera, and this is going to come on, and I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Here we go. What was your reaction when they announced the sequels, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends? So it was first announced in 2019. Obviously, the fandom went crazy, and the excitement started immediately. When did you get word of this? Was there any talk of it? But they were filming 2018, or what? How did you find out? And what was your reaction when you found out about the sequels?
Well, I knew when we were shooting 2018 that there were sequels.
Okay.
And so, but I only had a contract for one film.
Okay.
So, you know, and I'm kind of at the stage in my life where I don't chase things. I don't desire anything so deeply that, you know, that I'm going to be, you know, put myself in a position to make a poor choice or be, you know, damaged, you know, emotionally because something doesn't go my way. I've sort of gotten past that place where, so I just sort of let it be. And you know, actually we didn't finish negotiating my contract for Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends until like right when we started shooting the film. And you know, it's just just the way that went, and that's just business. You know, that has no hard feelings there with anybody. We just you got to take care of business, and so you know, I signed a contract for Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, and so I've had this very I've learned in life that what's mine comes to me. You know, I mean, whether it's work, whether it's romance, whether it's, you know, money, I mean, friendship, what's mine comes to me. And I've learned in my life, at least, that if I go after things, if I scrap and I either I don't get what I want or I get it and it blows up in my face. So I've learned just to lay back and trust, and of course, ideally make, you know, decisions with integrity and honesty and you know, hopefully a little intelligence. But at the end of the day, I knew that what was going to happen was, you know, and honestly, I mean, I think, you know, at least from, you know, my conversations with the fans, my conversations with David and, you know, the other people like Chris Nelson, so channeling the shape through my unique person, you know, the way I move, the way, you know, the way I embrace that energy is different than another performer would. I'm sure there are other actors, stuntmen out there who, you know, other people out there are just as or more talented as actors, just as or more talented as stuntmen, who could bring a lot to this character and make it really special, but no one would do it like I do it. I mean, that's just, you know, that's the way it is. And so, you know, it really came down to, I in my mind, if I served the project, if I gave David what he needed, then I would be back. And if David wanted to go another way, or you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a creative choice, and I wouldn't have taken that personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad we did, because I got to work with my Halloween family, you know, and I mean, it's
Sure.
just great to see. I mean, you know, everybody from the Blumhouse crew to, you know, the Rough House crew, everybody is like, we just, so much love, so much dedication, so much passion. So, you know, I'm really lucky. I get to inhabit the space of the Shape, you know, for 3 films, and that's awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. And you mentioned you think Ends is probably going to be filming towards the end of this year. I guess there's no other time frame other than that right now. Nothing set in stone at this point.
You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to tell what's going to happen with all this, you know, pandemic stuff.
Sure.
And I know David is very, again, being such a compassionate guy. He wants to get people to work because he knows people, you know, the people, the workaday people, the crew, you know, craft service, you know, the grips, and I mean, there are
So
people who
many
have
people
mortgages.
that I was just gonna say, so many people, like you said, that audiences don't even think about all the time when they
Yeah,
watch these
yeah.
films.
Well, but they've got mortgages. They've got kids in school.
Yes.
They've got, you know, they've got you know, a million things that they have to take care of. And David is very sensitive to that. You know, wanting to get people back to work in a safe way.
Sure.
And when I talked to him before they started back on Righteous Gemstones,
Mm-hmm.
he said, you know, they're really trying to figure out this protocol, the COVID protocol thing. But at the end of the day, I think we'll be able to get it. The way things are looking now, but again, you know, it'll be shot in its perfect time.
Yeah.
The perfect time will come. It'll be when David and, you know, Ryan Turek and you know, and Ryan Freeman and Malika Akkad, when everybody can get together, the cast and crew, it's going to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and we're all dedicated to it. Every one of us is like, this is our number one priority.
All right. There we are. All right, guys. So there you have it. Again, there's much more of my interview coming, but there you have it from James as far as when they're going to film. He says when the time is perfect, and whatever time that is will be the perfect time, which is a perfect James Jude Courtney answer. Um, and yeah, so there you have it, guys. And yeah, also interesting to learn there that he knew that there was going to be sequels back when they were still filming 2018, which was news to me that was known. I mean, not really surprising, you know, not surprising at all. Knowing everything we know about this franchise, of course they had sequels in mind, and we even heard in early on that Danny McBride and David Gordon Green had an idea to do 2 right off the bat, 2 films. So uh, so again, that's just a piece. That's 5 minutes. I did queue up the other clip that premiered on Friday's episode of the Halloween show. If you haven't seen that, I might run that in a little while. We'll see how we're doing on time and everything a little bit later. But in any case, Wednesday morning at 10:30, the full second half of my interview will premiere here on the Halloween Daily News YouTube channel and also at HalloweenDailyNews.com. So please check that out. And and yeah, he is definitely humble. Thank you, David. Says great interview. Thank you, Mitchell. Says excellent interview. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Phil, thank you all. Yeah, I appreciate it. Again, James makes it easy. It's great. It's really awesome talking to him, and we've kept in contact, as I've said before, since our first interview in early 2018. We've gotten to hang out in person a few times. So, and yeah, the plan is we'll do a follow up again later this year, probably closer to the release of the film. Hopefully, um, that's the plan anyway. We'll see. As far as the future of here, I've got another interview that's happening this week. As you guys know, I'm a little superstitious, so I'm not going to say the name of the person. I don't really like putting it out there until it's a done deal. But it is another person involved in this franchise, specifically Halloween 1978, and somebody I've never interviewed before. So I'm very excited for this week. I got a couple other interviews in various stages of getting finalized. One very notable one, actually outside of this franchise, but part of another horror franchise that also takes place on Halloween, but is not the Halloween franchise. So twist that one up in your head for a little while and try to figure that out. But that interview is going to be coming soon. And then another one that is from this franchise. And yeah, I just, again, I'm not going to say anything about it right now other than you guys are going to be super excited if this other one happens. And this is all just the beginning. We're just getting going as far as our new series of video interviews here on the YouTube channel. And so let me know what you think about the rollout with James's interview. I kind of like being able to give you guys, our live audience, a little exclusive here when I can. So, but you guys let me know what you think. Byron says, get Nick Castle on the show. Hey, maybe. You never know. And did I see Andy on Christopher Nelson? Yes. I was going to talk about that next. There are a few little minor news items this week, mostly just all about Halloween alum and what they're up to right now. But one is Andy Matichak, who's not quite an alum yet. She's right in the thick of it as our current Allison. Allison Nelson, actually, is the character's name, as has been clarified out there. So, yeah, she's making the rounds right now, promoting her new horror film. It's called Sun. It actually looks pretty good. The trailer looks good. I look forward to watching it. So she's done a couple interviews online here in recent days. One was with our friends Sean Clark and Christopher Nelson on their video podcast, which is of course called The Thing with Two Heads. If you guys haven't watched it, I urge you, after you're done here, go check them out. It's a lot of fun. It's a great podcast. They always have amazing guests and cool interviews, and they're just always talking about cool, fun stuff. And then while you're over there, drop a comment and let them know that Matt at HDN is always talking about you guys and loves you guys, sending people over to watch you guys. They'll love that. But yeah, they had Andy Matichak on this week. They just premiered the video, I think yesterday, actually. And I did watch that. I know she was also on the We Watched a Movie guys, the Wham channel. And I haven't watched that one yet. I will check it out at some point this week probably. And those guys actually, Mike actually sent me a link to their recent interview with Alan B. McElroy, who many of you know is the writer of Halloween 4 and also the writer of the new Wrong Turn and the original Wrong Turn and lots of other things. And I haven't checked that one out either. I told them I would, and I've been meaning to. So I am going to check out those videos. But I did watch Andy's interview on with Sean and Christopher, and it was very entertaining, really good. Again, I urge you to check it out if you haven't already. Byron says I call her the Scream Princess, aka yeah, and that was the thing. She said she more considered herself a Scream Princess than a Scream Queen at this point. I don't know. I think some of us might beg to differ. I think she's already approaching Scream Queen status, especially with Sun, and she's done a few other horror credits already as well. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what happens next. Of course, they couldn't, spoil anything or talk too much about Halloween Kills, just like with me with James. There's not much that can be said right now, obviously. It was interesting though. My favorite quote, I took it down to share with you guys if you haven't seen it. She's talking about Halloween Kills, and she says that it, quote, widens the lens on the community of Haddonfield, is what she's talking about. So widens the lens on the community. And again, that goes right along with everything that we've heard and have kind of seen in these brief teasers. And again, going back to the working filming title when they were on set in Wilmington being Mob Rules. I've talked about that many times. And then this quote, this is Andy Matichak to The Thing with Two Heads. She says, quote, "It's just big and bad and mean and chaotic and wonderful. I feel like it starts at 100 miles per hour and just keeps going." So, again, I mean, we've heard similar things from David Gordon Green that this is our Empire Strikes Back, and from John Carpenter saying this is the ultimate slasher. And you'll hear in James in my interview, he has similar things to say. So obviously, nothing but excitement coming from everybody involved. So let me see here. The Wham guys are awesome. Yeah, they're pretty good. Mitchell says it's really good. I will check it out. I will definitely, absolutely. Awesome guys. Yeah. Okay. I don't think anybody stole anything. I think we all just watched the interview. And yeah, she's the screen princess. Uh, but yeah, hopefully, one day, of course I've never met Andy, I've never interviewed her. I'd love to. Hopefully, she's on the wish list, and maybe when it gets closer to Halloween Kills, we can premiere some footage from an interview with Andy that here on Michael Myers Monday, or maybe even have her stop by live. Who knows? Who knows what'll be happening by then? But also this week. So anyway, check out that interview. Check out both those interviews if you haven't already. The Thing with Two Heads and the Wham guys. We watched a movie, and yeah. So again, she had a few other good comments on there, but that was the gist of what I took down. Which again echoes similar things that we've heard. Also earlier this week, I don't know if you guys saw the Danielle Harris did. Here's the image. There you go. Danielle and Scout did another live watch party. This time it was for Halloween 2, 2009 version, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And they had two of their co-stars, Angela Trimber and Brea Grant, joining in, and Tyler Main even joined via Zoom for a few minutes. And it was pretty good. It was pretty entertaining. I watched most of it. I was kind of in and out. But from what I saw, it was good. It was a little chaotic in the beginning. There was some technical issues, which I can certainly respect and understand. And they ended up moving from a Facebook Live to an Instagram Live and so forth. And but it was good. I found it probably most interesting seeing how much Scout was got very emotional at certain times later on in the movie, and she said as much that she was surprised at how emotional she was getting with this rewatch. And clearly most of them had not watched the film in many years. It feels like Danielle's probably watched it the most recently, but then again, she's probably also done the most Q&As and answered the most questions about it. So she might just be the most educated on it right now. But it was pretty fascinating to watch them kind of relive it. And they were watching the theatrical cut, which is not the superior cut, in my opinion, of that film. Regardless of where you're staying on that film, I do think the director's cut is a much better version of it, and it does explain things, quite a bit better. So anyway, it was pretty entertaining, but yeah, it was a little, surprising to see how emotional they got. All of them, but Scout especially got quite emotional. And I wish they could put these up. I guess legally they can't. They could just do it live, but I'd love to because I know Danielle was doing the horror commentaries on her YouTube channel for a little while, and I don't know if this one's going to go up there or not, but there's certainly some things that I'd love to go back and check it out sometime. But I love those commentaries anyway. If you remember years ago on the Halloween 4 DVD, Danielle sat down with Ellie Cornell, and I still love that commentary. I love hearing the co-stars because as much as I love the director commentaries and the writer commentaries, it's a totally different perspective from the actors, and so it's pretty interesting. Summit says Rob Zombie's H2 is my favorite of the series, most emotional by far. Wow. Yeah, I mean that it is definitely emotional, and yeah, I've professed my love for both the Rob Zombie movies, plenty, and H3. You know, I know viewers are probably leaving right now with me saying that, but no, absolutely very emotional, and that director's cut especially has some of Scout and Danielle's best acting, just some of their best acting of their careers, I think, and some of the best acting in the whole franchise is in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, specifically the director's cut, in my opinion. Not to mention Brad Dourif as Sheriff Brackett when he finds Annie. I mean, yeah, I agree with you with it being the most emotional, and certainly deals with trauma in a way, um, you know, that this new movie is also dealing with trauma in a different way. So that was Saturday night. There they are again. Again, Brea was on virtually with them, and but yeah, I love Rob Zombie's H2. It's definitely not for everybody. I get it, like H3, but you know, as I've said before about the Rob Zombie films, you know, it's not the John Carpenter films. It's not that Michael Myers. It's not that version of the Shape, and so you just gotta, you know, take it for what it is, and it's pretty much the opposite of all that. Um, all right, so what else was happening this week? Oh yeah, I pulled this up. Our new Tommy Doyle, Anthony Michael Hall, who plays Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills. He is doing a GalaxyCon live free virtual Q&A on Saturday, March 13th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And the way this works, Carpenter did one of these just a few weeks ago, and the way it works is the Q&A part is free, but you do have to register. You go to like galaxycon.com and you register with an email. They send you a link. It's completely free for the Q&A, and then you have the option. Then you can buy one-on-one chats or order autographs or whatever. But the Q&A is free, and like I said, Carpenter himself did one with GalaxyCon not too long ago. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. That's our new Tommy Doyle, and who knows, maybe he'll answer a few questions about Halloween Kills, drop a few hints about what we can expect during his live Q&A. I don't know. And what else did we have? Oh yes, speaking of the Rob Zombie films, I don't know if you saw, but today Netflix dropped a new trailer for their new superhero series. It's called Jupiter's Legacy. And this is based on a graphic novel series by Mark Millar, who created Kick-Ass and some other stuff like that. And so Tyler Mane is in the series. He plays a character called Black Star. I've never read the comics. I don't know anything about it beyond this trailer, but it looks pretty good. I think it'll immediately get comparisons to The Boys if you've seen that on Amazon Prime. It looks like it might be kind of a different spin on that type thing, just a deconstruction of the superhero genre, basically. And but the gist of it looks like, you know, the older generation of superheroes now has to deal with their asshole kids. Pretty much is what the synopsis amounts to, from what I gather. But again, Tyler Mane in it. It's a big, huge Netflix show, so looking forward to checking it out when it premieres on May 7th. Yes, May 7th. Yes. Michael Bish says, just discovered the channel. Great work, man. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome and thank you. I'm glad you discovered the channel and appreciate what we're doing here. Happy Michael Myers Monday. I'm going to take a break and have a drink. Mitchell says, Mike and Jay at Wham are amazing. Nice. Nice. Well, they got Andy Manichak on their show, so they're doing something right. I know they're super popular. I have watched some of their videos. I have seen some of their stuff, a few of their videos, and I will watch the Andy interview absolutely. And like I said, I look forward to watching Alan B. McElroy's interview as well. Byron's asking if I saw Assimilate. It's on Netflix. That's another one with Andy, I believe. Is that right? But the answer is no. I've not seen Assimilate yet. Mitchell says Neck is ready to release Kills Michael. Yeah, I think. I think it's inevitable it's going to happen. Whether or not it happens this year or not, I don't know. But I would imagine, yeah, all that stuff was probably set to come out last year, you know, and was well in motion and in production. Like I know for a fact that the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween Kills masks, you know, they're all produced. They're sitting there ready to be shipped out. So, all right, something a little bit different. I figured, you guys, Michael Myers Monday. It was 2013 when I started that hashtag. And we tweeted it out and put it on Instagram. And we were like, let's just, make Mondays more killer. Hashtag Michael Myers Monday. And it's really kind of taken on a life of its own. And so that's part of what these weekly things, why I chose Monday night, of course, and 10:31 just seemed like the natural time. And also I figured I'm going to be done with a lot of other stuff by then. So maybe it'd be, it'd work out. And now it's just kind of become tradition that way. Excuse me. But the Michael Myers Monday hashtag, it's there's so many great memes out there and GIFs now and videos, and I've tried to highlight as many as I can by retweeting as many as I can each week, and we repost a bunch, and I try to repost a bunch and share on our IG stories, and bringing all that fun and love here to the Michael Myers Monday live weekly broadcast. Anyway, all that being said, I figured it'd be fun maybe from time to time to actually feature one of these, uh, you know, a Michael Myers Monday tweet or post that caught my eye. I can't say that it's the best. You know what I mean? There's so many. Like it's almost impossible for me to even see all of them. But I do try to give everyone at least a like. I try to be as interactive as possible. But of course, I'm going to miss some things. It's just impossible. But this one was tweeted out today using the hashtag. And yeah, so I just thought this one was good. Kevin11 at Beth in Keviny84. Hashtag Michael Myers Monday. Hashtag March 2021. I mean, that's pretty good. You got to admit. That's pretty good, right, guys? Yeah, so always tag me when you're posting. Use the hashtag, and I will start probably featuring some Michael Myers Monday posts, tweets here and there from time to time. I'll try to have at least one kind of tweet of the week queued up, you know, each week. So there you go, Kevin. All right. All right, guys. Now what I'm going to do now, let's see here. Sorry guys, let me catch up on some of your questions. Ken says Rob Zombie did a cameo in Star Wars. I did not know that. Seems like everybody did a cameo in Star Wars. Byron has a wish list for Michael Myers guests in mind. Yeah, you and me too, man. It's it is interesting now doing these video interviews because it's I've interviewed so many of the guys that have played Michael Myers over the years, and it's all been either over the phone or in person, um, including my first one with James, which was over the phone, and then we met in person later. But doing the Zoom thing, it is quite different. It's almost a little like interviewing them again for the first time, a little bit like reinventing the wheel, but um, let's see. Justin, you're gonna show some pictures from the hashtag. Yes. Well, that's the only one I've got queued up at the moment. But I will bring up some other ones and start featuring some of those a little more regularly, I think. Because there are so many good ones out there, so many good uh, memes that people have created, and it's really just kind of taken on a life of its own. Samir says we need more Halloween Kills update. Well, it's coming. It's coming, guys. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to update at the moment. And welcome, Samir. That's a new name I don't recognize. Welcome. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Byron says Michael Myers Monday with Andy Manichek and Nick Castle would be incredible. Yes. Both of them at the same time? Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing. But yeah, we could get either one. You never know. It's possible. It's possible. We'll see. But you guys let me know how you like the James Jude Courtney interview, especially after you've seen the whole thing with part 2, because there are some interesting things still to come in part 2. Like, I asked James, beyond Halloween Ends, not knowing how it will end, would he consider or be interested in playing Michael Myers a 4th time if he were to be asked. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what he said right this minute. You'll have to watch part 2 of the interview. I also asked him if he would ever consider playing another horror icon in another franchise, another horror franchise. And I think you'll be interested to hear how he responded to that. So, and there's some other interesting things in there. Let's see. You already got James Jude Courtney. Holy crap, you and I were killing it. Yeah. Let's see. Also got Skype, Zoom, FYI, just in case. Yep. I'm still. I don't even video chat. Like doing the Zoom interview with James and just these video interviews is still getting used to that. Just doing these live broadcasts and being on camera is a little different for me. Sammy Gomez, the interviews are great. You're doing a great job. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. James Jude Courtney is arcane hotter, Byron says. For the Halloween franchise, you know what I mean. Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. So do you guys want me to play the other clip? Have you guys all seen the other clip from the Halloween show? It's basically when I asked James how he thinks living through the pandemic might affect how horror audiences view horror movies moving forward. I do have it loaded up on here. I can run it for you guys here if you'd like. But if you've all seen it, then or if you're just not interested, then that's cool. We don't have to run it right now. You guys let me know what you think. And then, yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? Please chime in. I mean, I'm seeing lots of familiar faces. I'm seeing new faces. This is great tonight. This is great. Great interaction. Great to have all you guys here. Thanks, guys. Did you see? Justin says, did you see the Kills mask from Rimzap? I'm not sure who Rimzap is. I don't think I've seen that. I guess that's a mask maker, mask making company. I guess independent artist. I guess. Byron says he's seen it, but go for it and run it. Okay. Byron, doing awesome. Good. I'm glad you guys are doing good. All right. Well, if nobody else has any objections to watching it, I'm gonna go ahead and run that now, like we did last week, and I think it's about 7 minutes, and then I'll come on and wrap it all up. All right, guys. So here you go. This is me asking. Well, you'll see. You'll see. It's all in on the clip. Here you go. Having survived or lived through and still living through the real life horrors of a pandemic and even things like January 6th and just some of the real life horrors we've seen, but especially with the pandemic, I wanted to ask you if you think that will affect how audiences in general just view horror movies moving forward, and if so, how you think it might affect them? Because I've thought about it. Maybe will it be will audiences need horror more than ever? Will they need a different type of horror because certain types of horror hit home a little too close to home? And I've just been thinking about this on my own, and so I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Just in general, moving forward, do you think that having experienced the real life horrors of a pandemic will affect how audiences enjoy horror movies?
My perspective is that Americans especially, but Westerners in general, but Americans especially, are a very restless people. We are a very restless people. And so being forced into lockdown, being forced, to keep distance from our family and our friends and our social gatherings.
Yes.
My feeling is there is going to be an incredible zest for life, an incredible hunger to get out and to be a part of community again, to be entertained, for live music and for movies. And so, wherever our passion lies, I mean, for those really for a movie, I really feel that people are just going to, and frankly, I can only speak for Halloween Kills. It's such a good movie, so I think those two things combined are going to just drive people to the theaters and for that experience, because there's nothing like, especially with a film like a horror film, there's nothing like seeing it with 300 other people around you, or 500 people around you, or 100 people around you, because that amplifies all that energy and all that feeling. And so I think it's going to positively affect horror in general, horror specifically, films in general. I mean, I think are going to be good films. So I think there'll be a net positive.
And you just spoke on it a minute ago about the communal aspect of enjoying horror in a theater with the community, and that kind of ties in, because I was going to ask you how you feel. Certain films now, Warner Brothers is releasing their films this year on streaming and theatrical at the same time, and there's a lot of talk of our other studios going to do similar things and in the future. Do you have thoughts? I think you just answered some of it right there with but can you speak just a little bit on the possibility? I mean, because what if Halloween Kills is streaming while it's playing in the theaters that are open at the time? Do you have an opinion on that one way or the other?
Well, okay. First of all, I have to. I mean, yes, I have an opinion, but I'd first have to say that Universal Studios has been doing this a long freaking time,
Yeah.
right? Blumhouse clearly, has their pulse on something really big, and
Yeah.
they've been very smart about a whole lot. Ryan Freeman and Malek Akkad over at Trancas, um, and David and Danny and those guys at Rough House. I mean, when you put together those four entities, all of whom have just uniformly proven that they know what the F they're doing. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. And so,
Sure.
first of all, I would have to say, whatever they choose to do is probably going to be the right decision. I really trust those guys. And I'm really, that being said, for me, I would prefer that it wasn't streamed, that it was theaters first, then streamed, shortly after. Because I think this is one of those films that really warrants being seen in the theater. So I think, personally for me, I would like to see it run a month or 3 weeks or something before they start streaming, and selling DVDs and all that kind of stuff, because the theater experience for a film like this is really, really essential. It really is. And it'll also, I think, it'll build, because I can see, just like with 2018, you get it in the theaters and then people are streaming because they want to see it again and again, So, I mean, there are people who have gone to the theaters, people told me 9 times, 12 times, 3 or 4 times. And then they buy the DVD or then they're streaming, and that's beautiful, man, because, they're supporting an industry. If people don't watch our movies, we don't get to make a living. If we don't make a living, we got to go do something else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there really is this beautiful relationship we have with the fans. It is like, we want to give them good product because we love doing what we do, but we don't get to do what we do unless we make money. Because no one's going to finance a film that doesn't make money. So there's this sort of quid pro quo that goes on with the fans and us. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so I think it's really, and it's kind of like, to me, it's like paying taxes. Like, some people are really angry about paying taxes. I feel fortunate to pay taxes. We need roads, we need infrastructure, we need our seniors to have Social Security and Medicare. We need, there's schools, there's so many things we need. And if I'm blessed enough to make a living and pay taxes to help support that, then I feel good about it. And I feel good about going to movies, knowing that I'm supporting people who are working really hard to bring content to, I feel the same thing about, about businesses, and especially mom and pop businesses. But so, yeah, long answer, but, I hope they release it and then stream it. But again, those four entities, Blumhouse, Rough House, Trancas, and Universal Studios, I think between those four entities, they'll nail it.
All right. There we go. We're back live again. All right. So there you go. That was originally featured on the Halloween show this past Friday. Like I said, my next interview with somebody specifically from this franchise um, is happening this week. If it all goes as planned, we'll probably premiere the first clip from it. It'll probably be a similar rollout to how we just did James's interview. So, very possibly as early as this Friday's episode of the Halloween show. Might even have a clip ready for that. But this Wednesday, 10:30 a.m., be back here. It's going to be the full second half of my interview with James, and you'll include those 2 clips and much more, like I said, including his thoughts on possibly if he'd ever be interested in playing another horror icon. So, again, I'll let your brains just spin on that a little bit, and until Wednesday, which isn't far away now, because it's already almost Tuesday. So, Byron says, everyone that Matt interviews is family, and everyone in this chat is family forever. Welcome to our family, James Jude Courtney. Yes, absolutely, Byron. You're right. Everybody, we're all family here, part of the Halloween family. And you heard James say it in that interview. He calls the Halloween family his Halloween family. So yeah. So and we're the Michael Myers Live family here. So again, thank all you guys for being here. Well, this has been a blast, like always. That's what I got though for this week, guys. Like I said, I don't have any other clips queued up, but now that I know that we can do that, it opens up all kinds of possibilities. And so, yes, if everything goes as planned, and I don't know how long this next interview will be, if it'll be split into two parts again or what, that I'm going to have to wait and see until after the interview's done. But most likely, we'll premiere a clip this Friday, and then I hope to have something for you guys again exclusively in 1 week from tonight, next Monday, which will be March 8th. Monday, Michael Myers, March 8th. So, and I think you're going to be very interested. Again, I'm excited for this one because unlike James, where we do have this history, this is somebody that I've never interviewed before and I've always wanted to. So very excited. They've got a very interesting story that I think we're all going to enjoy hearing about. So, if yeah, I'm not going to spoil it any more than that. If you're adding all those clues together, you could probably figure out who I'm talking about. It's not Carpenter or Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously. So, uh, but given all those clues, I think you could probably figure out. But I'm not going to say the name and jinx myself. Um, so I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Okay, two boys and their pops. Sorry, I wanted to say welcome, welcome. We had a new viewer, two boys and their pops, or maybe it's three viewers if you're all three there, the two boys and pops. But welcome, guys, welcome. So you just interviewed David Howard Thornton. So great seeing this. Nice job, awesome, awesome. Yeah, met David Howard Thornton a few years back at Mad Monster Party. Amazing guy. Love Art the Clown. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that on another broadcast sometime. But very cool. Very cool. And let's see, Byron and Summit. They got their banter going on. I love seeing you guys connect. This is what it's all about. I love that this is a gathering place for this fandom. That's what it's all about. Hunter Coleman, yes, glad to be here. First Michael Myers Monday, going to watch from now on out. Thank you, Hunter, and welcome. And yeah, that calls for a drink. Happy Michael Myers Monday, Hunter, and to two boys and their pops, all of our new viewers. If I'm missing you, I apologize. But to all of our new viewers and our returning viewers, but of course our new viewers, this is exciting. So welcome and happy Michael Myers Monday. Two boys also interviewed Ari Lehman. So love these interviews. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Why I love doing them is I'm sure you do too. You know, I mean, I'm a fan and journalist. So this is where it all intersects here. Everything that I've trained and done my whole life intersects with the stuff that I love most. And that's why I launched Halloween Daily News in 2012, honestly, to be able to do the journalism things that are really the only things I've ever done professionally, and do it in a forum and in a way and about things that I truly, truly have this passion for. And it's all things Halloween, but of course the Halloween movie franchise is right at the center of all that. So awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. Alan says you were the one who got footage of David Howard Thornton and Sid Haig. Yes, yes, that was me and my wife Sue. We were at Mad Monster Party, and yeah, we got some epic footage, which you can see on this channel also. It's still up, but yeah, when Captain Spaulding met Art the Clown, and we got both of their clown makeups going on at the same time in the same room simultaneously, and you can watch all that footage. I know it doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers, but yeah, if you haven't seen that, two other Halloween icons right there, be sure to check that out. Thank you, Alan, for reminding me of that. But yeah, that's when we met David in person. He was amazing. And Damien, amazing. So, all right, everybody. I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody. This is great. Great seeing all you guys connecting. My favorite Halloween moment. Oh, if that question's for me, I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick one specific moment from the original Halloween, which of course that's got to be where the moment comes from. I mean, that's the classic, the masterpiece. My favorite moment of the film has always been when he sits up after the closet scene, you know, and Laurie's there and they think he's dead, and then, you know, just over her shoulder you see Michael sit up and turn his head. Yeah, there are so many great moments in that movie. I love all of it, of course. But yeah, if I had to, you know, you put a gun in my head, gotta pick one single moment. Yeah, I mean that's I've always said that's my favorite scene. That's the moment for me. Um, it's just I mean it gives me chills right now just talking about it. So yeah, that's the moment for me, the sit up. But you guys tell me, what's your favorite moment? Thanks, Alan and two boys, talking about our footage of Art the Clown with Captain Spaulding. Yeah, yeah, that was definitely an epic experience to be there, to see that with our own eyes, and to be privileged to document it too, because we knew it was historic. We knew it was historic with both of them being there, and I wanted to see the makeups going on, you know, anyway, separately. Like I didn't know going into Mad Monster Party that year that they were even going to do them in the same room. Um, yeah, I just wanted to be there when both of the makeups went on for those photo ops that I knew were happening. It was a surprise to all of us that they were happening simultaneously. It was just unbelievable, unbelievable. But again, that's a whole nother episode I could spend talking about that, and maybe I will sometime. But we'll have to do a Art the Clown Tuesday or something for that maybe. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Yeah, R.I.P. Sid. Yeah, yeah, he's one of the great ones. We miss him, of course. Got to meet him many times at the cons over the years, and he is a Halloween franchise alumni, of course. Played the graveyard keeper in Halloween '07. Summit's asking if HGN will be covering other movies like Scream 5 or Spiral. Yes, on our main website, HalloweenDailyNews.com. Yes, we are definitely covering the new Scream movie, and yeah, we cover all kinds of horror news there. Um, Mostly, it's all related to Halloween themed news, be it Halloween, other Halloween themed franchises, TV shows, masks, etc. But yes, there is some even non Halloween related as it relates to horror movies, specifically because, of course, what's everybody's favorite pastime? Halloween time. It's watching scary movies. Um, so yes, we've got quite a bit on Scream already, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Spiral, seeing that myself, the new Saw film. Two boys says Lori looking out the classroom and seeing him is a good one too. But yes, sitting up, love it. Yep, yep, yeah. And I love when she looks out and sees him, and the whole quote that the teacher is saying about fate never changing and all that. I mean, that just epic, just so epic. So many scenes, like we can all agree. I mean, there's not a bad one in that film really, but so many great scenes. It could easily be a top, a favorite. Let's see. Hunter's asking, when do you think we will get a new Halloween Kills trailer? And favorite Michael Myers mask? Okay, well, favorite mask, I mean, again, everything goes back to the original for me. I mean, I love the original. I could pick some other ones from throughout that I really also like. I mean, I do like the Rob Zombie version before it gets all messed up and everything, and even after, when it's brand new, I really liked it, and the way it appears through most of Halloween '07, I really liked it, but I love the new mask, the 2018 version. I mean, now how it's going to be in Kills with what appears to be, a good portion of it burnt. Um, I'm going to reserve judgment on that until I see it, and I'm not going to make a judgment call right now where that would rank. But I think they knocked it out the park with 2018. I do. But yeah, again, if I'm going to pick a favorite, it all goes back to 78 for me. So it's that original, and it looks different depending on who's wearing it, depending on how it's lit. And we've talked about that many times here on previous weeks. But no, if I got to pick one, it's got to be the classic, the original. But I do, I love what Wayne Toth made for Rob Zombie, especially the '07, especially the clean '07, and even the dirty '07 I liked. Once it got ripped off in his H2, not so much, but but I love what Christopher Nelson and his team did with 2018 Mask, and that's also my favorite. Not that you're asking this part, but of the Trick or Treat Studios mask, the one that I enjoy wearing out the most is actually my copy of the 2018 Trick or Treat Studios mask. I guess a large part of it is it fits my head. I know it's smaller and it's tight on a lot of people. A lot of people don't like it for that reason. The Halloween '78 and their Halloween 2 always kind of were a little bit too big for me, to the point where I will wear a hat like a toboggan if I'm wearing those masks. Whereas the 2018, I don't, I just put it on. It fits. It kind of fits just perfect for my head. So there's that reason, and also the look of it. I just love that mask. As it appeared in the film and the Trick or Treat version. So, and what was, now I forgot the other part of the question. Oh, when do I think we'll get a new trailer? I still think we're on track for probably a poster in about 6 weeks, roughly, mid-April, say April 15th, give or take. I'll say April 15th, because that's exactly 6 months before October 15th, which is the film's release date. So I still say April 15th we get a poster, and then probably early July, maybe late June, we get the official trailer. Not these 25-second, 30-second teasers, but a full good 2-minute trailer. And then probably August, early September, a second trailer. And then a second poster at some point. That's just my thoughts, and it's based entirely on the marketing plan that they rolled out in 2018, and I think it was done pretty brilliantly. As James says in the interview, Universal certainly has been doing this long enough; they know what they're doing, and yeah. So I think the rollout and the way they marketed the 2018 film, the plan last year was to replicate that probably almost to the day, exactly. And I think now with the situation the way it is, yeah, push everything back a year. So we're already ahead, though, of where we were as far as the marketing of last year, because there have been those few official photos released in Empire and in Total Film. So what does that do to anything? And of course we've already had 2 teaser videos plus the behind the scenes video released. You know, so we have already seen more of this film. But then again, it's a sequel, so by definition, we've seen more of it already. Having seen the first film, we already know so much more about this one going in than we did the 2018 one, where it was just a complete. We just didn't know what to expect until we saw that poster and then we saw that first trailer. And so that's my best answer at the moment. If that changes, of course, I'll let you guys know. If I get more reliable information that it's happening sooner, I mean, it could happen tomorrow. But yeah, I think 6 months out is totally realistic. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Byron says his favorite moment is when Michael's at school in '78. Yep. 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 Sorry, guys. I'm a little behind on the comments here, trying to catch up. And thank you again, Mitchell, for the unbelievable. I mean, Mitchell has done 3 super chats tonight. And yeah, I didn't even have to say anything about it. But yeah, we did enable the super chat. Of course, I don't expect you guys to pay for this content, but if you can support, if you want to support, it's there. And Mitchell, man, really stepping it up. So thank you and welcome back, man. It's missed you these last few weeks. And Alan says sorry for derailing. Get me off the Michael Myers onto the art and spotting, but that's all right. That's all right. It's all good Halloween horror fun here. Two boys asking if I think they'll ever do any crossover type movies with Michael. I would never say never with this franchise, but I kind of hope not. I mostly hope not, but I would never say never with this franchise. You know what I mean? Of all the franchises, never say never with this one. So let's see. Man, Two Boys is interviewing me. What was the one horror movie that really turned you into a horror fan? Wow. I don't know right offhand, other than to say definitely Halloween. I mean, that, one of my earliest memories of watching Halloween is coming home from trick or treating and the end of '78 being on, and it just running right into the beginning of part 2, and me being not even old enough to really pay so much attention to the story of it, but just seeing Michael, seeing those closing moment, the beginning moment. I mean, that's one of my earliest viewing of anything horror. But I mean, I also remember even before that when they ran Creature from the Black Lagoon on TV in 3D when I was a kid, and it was like you had to go to 7-Eleven to get the 3D glasses. I think NBC or one of the networks ran it. And I remember my dad and we were like, oh, we got to do this, and we went and we got the glasses and we watched them. And so yeah, I mean, I can't. I'd have to think about that. I don't even know that I could say definitively the one movie that I've always loved the horror aspects of everything, and I didn't even know it so much when I was a kid. But I mean, I always loved the darker aspects of, whether it was the Emperor and Darth Vader in Star Wars, or whatever it was, Zod in Superman, and so. But definitely, the default answer is easily Halloween. I mean, that's probably the earliest true horror. But I mean, there's always been. I mean, I've been obsessed with Dracula ever since I knew what Dracula and vampires were, and Frankenstein's monster, and So, but that's getting off a little bit. But for tonight, we'll say Halloween. How about that? That's tonight's answer. But I'd have to think about the a more detailed answer. So, let's see. Laurie singing "Just the Two of Us Never Gets Old," Byron says. That's correct. Another great moment from the film. Iconic. Yep. The closet scene, seeing him looking at Laurie, Sammy says. Yes, and the light bulbs flickering. It's like the strobe effect. Yeah. Amazing. That's actually Tommy Lee Wallace in that um, when he's breaking the closet doors. Anytime you see Michael breaking a part of the set, that's how you know it's Tommy Lee Wallace, because he was a production designer. That's when he played him. So, all right, guys. Yes, everybody applaud Mitchell, please, because that support means everything, and just all you guys being here, that means everything. All right, guys, that's what I got for this week. Um, I'm gonna sign off now. It's been holy crap. It's been 90 minutes. Can't believe it. This might be a new record for one of these broadcasts. If you're still out there and I haven't put you to sleep yet, then congratulations, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for being here, even if you just watched for a few minutes, even if you came and went. Especially thanks to Mitchell for the super chat. Yeah, that just can't thank you enough for that, and truly makes it all worth it. And all you guys for being here. Great conversation tonight. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of you, but I will try to get to you next week. Make sure you join me, because my plan will be to premiere a clip from my next interview with somebody from this franchise. It's an awesome person. I'm not going to say their name. Again, all the clues, all the hints are there, but you guys know how it goes. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, two boys. Thank you, David, Summit, Byron, Alan, everybody, all you guys, Mitchell especially, and happy Michael Myers Monday and happy Michael Myers March. All right, guys. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching. See you guys.